welcome back to the channel everyone. I hope you're ready to tackle another coding challenge today. Today we are looking at Leetcode problem number 3783, called mirror distance of an integer. Real quick before we dive in, as always, if you get confused at any point during the breakdown, just drop a comment below and I'll do my best to respond and help you out. Here is the problem page, straight from Leetcode. It's not too long, but let's break down exactly what they are asking us to do to make it super clear. Our main goal for this problem is to take a given number and find its mirror distance. So, what is mirror distance exactly? First, we take our given number and we reverse the order of its digits to create a new number. Once we have that reverse number, step 2 is simply calculating the absolute difference between our original number and our new reverse number. Let's walk through an example to see this in action. Let's say our starting number n is 25. If we reverse the digits of 25, the 2 and the 5 swap places, and we get 52. Finally, we subtract 52 from 25. That gives us negative 27, but since we want the absolute difference, our final answer is just 27. Let's try one more interesting example. What if our starting number is 10? Reversing 10 gives us 0, 1, but in regular math, a leading 0 doesn't mean anything, so this reversed number just evaluates to the number 1. Keep this in mind. Then we take our original 10, subtract the 1, and we get a final mirror distance of 9. Just a heads up, we are going to walk through the logic using Python first, because it's very easy to read. If you use Java, C++, or JavaScript, stick around. I've got the full solutions for those languages at the very end of the video. Let's talk about the approach. The easiest way to reverse a number in many languages is turning it into a string of text, flipping the text, and turning it back. But we can do this much faster using pure mathematics. We can actually pull the digits off the original number one by one from right to left and build our new reversed number as we go. To get the last digit of any base 10 number, we can just find the remainder when dividing by 10. We do this using the modulo operator. Once we have that last digit, we need to remove it from our original number so we can move on to the next one. We do this by doing an integer division by 10. Here is the full mathematical approach in Python. It's quite compact. Let's break this down into bite-sized pieces so we understand exactly how it builds the reversed number. We start by defining a helper function to do the reversing. We create a variable called result and start it at 0. This will eventually hold our fully reversed number. Then, we set up a loop that will keep running as long as our original number is greater than 0. As we chop digits off, the number will eventually reach 0, stopping the loop. Inside the loop, this is the magic line. First, we multiply our current result by 10. This effectively shifts all its existing digits to the left to make room. Then, we add the last digit of our original number using the modulo trick we discussed. Immediately after we grab that last digit, we use integer division by 10 on our original number to chop that last digit off permanently. Once the loop finishes, meaning we've processed every single digit, we just return our newly built reversed result. If that math felt a little abstract, let's look at exactly what happens to the variable step by step when we pass in the number 25. Before the loop starts, our number n is 25 and our result starts at 0. In the first loop iteration, we look at n modulo 10. 25 divided by 10 leaves a remainder of 5. We multiply our current result, which is 0, by 10, which is still 0. Then we add that 5, so our result is now 5. Next, we integer divide 25 by 10. This chops off the 5, leaving us with just 2 for our n variable. The loop runs again because 2 is still greater than 0. 2 modulo 10 gives us 2. We take our current result, 5, and multiply by 10 to get 50. Then we add the new digit, 2. Our result is now 52. You can see the reversed number forming. We integer divide 2 by 10, which gives us 0. Now n is 0, so the loop will stop. Our result, 52, is perfectly reversed. Now back to our main function. All it has to do is call that helper function we just traced, subtract the reversed number from the original number, and return the absolute value. Simple and clean. Let's quickly talk about an edge case you should always consider. What if the input is a single digit, like 7? Our math handles this perfectly. The loop runs once, the reverse of 7 is just 7, and 7 minus 7 is 0. No special code needed. So how efficient is this? The time complexity is order log n. This is because the number of times our loop runs is equal to the number of digits in the integer, which scales logarithmically with the value of the number. The space complexity is order 1, or constant space. We are only storing a couple of integer variables to keep track of our result and the current digit, no matter how massive the input number gets. Before we move to other languages, here are the key takeaways. First, using pure math to manipulate digits is generally faster and uses less memory than converting integers back and forth into strings. Second, remember that modulo 10 is your best friend for extracting digits, and dividing by 10 is how you trim them off. Alright, that covers the Python solution. If you want to grab the copy-pastable code for the next few languages without pausing, you can head over to the link on the screen, which is also down in the description. Here is the full solution written in Java. It follows the exact same mathematical logic, just using Java's built-in math absolute function. Next up here is this C++ version. Extremely similar syntax here as well. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. Notice we use math.floor for the division here to make sure we are actually doing integer division and not getting decimals. You might have noticed this video looks a little different than older ones. I've been experimenting with this new visual style where the text on screen is much shorter so it's easier to follow along. As a quick reminder, this channel is entirely narrated by AI. I built this system to help myself study Leetcode problems the second they drop, and I post them here with 0 ads and 0 sponsorships, in hopes that they help you study efficiently too. Please let me know what you think of this new faster-paced format in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions at all about the problem we just solved, don't hesitate to ask. If you want to practice problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check out my other channel, Leetcode Unlocked, where my goal is to eventually document a solution for literally every single problem on the platform. If you want to support that massive goal, you can drop a donation at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a daily breakdown. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.